It's difficult to be different in a place like Iran due to the fact that minorities are constantly persecuted because of their race, sexuality, religion, and political views. These wrongful persecutions were the leading cause of the peak of Iranians migrating to the US between 1970 to 1979 during the Iranian Revolution. Most Iranians were against the Iran monarchy government led by Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi. The people wanted an Islamic republic to replace Shah with Grand Ayatollah Khomeini. Due to the civil war, over 100,000 Iranian refugees entered annually into the United States between 1978 to 1980, most being refugees or exiles that were against the Islamic fundamentalist regime that overthrew the Shah. While Iranian refugees stayed in America, a war sparked between the Iraq and Iran borders. On September 22, 1980, the Iraqi government invaded Iran briefly after the Iranian Revolution. After nearly a decade, the war ended, and both countries were left in an economic downfall, with the two countries in debt from the war. An unstable economy was another reason why Iranians migrated to the US for a better sustainable life until the economy got back on its feet. Stereotypes in America rose, creating fear, profiling Iranian refugees as terrorists. Many of the anti-Iranian refugee protests occur, wanting them to get out of the US. Although life in America was better, they still couldn't escape the racism people had against them.
Being that the chances of making a permanent return to Iran was becoming more unlikely, the start of a third wave of immigration began in 1995 and has been active since then. Many of those that fled from Iran happened to be highly skilled individuals that left universities, as well as working-class migrants and economic refugees. As a result of the economic crisis, a decreasing amount of opportunities, very limited human rights, and conflict being caused, about 34,000 Iranians submitted asylum applications in the year 2000, which was the most since 1986. Many of the Iranians that have applied to resettle have done so under guidelines of the 1989 Laudenberg Amendment, which provides a safe haven to those persecuted in Iran through harassment, interrogation, and being arrested for being of a religious minority. A majority of refugees from Iran have resettled in the United States with the help of the amendment, and one of the most common resettlement spots for them is Los Angeles, resulting in the area being known as Terangeles. Although many Iranians are successfully prospering in the United States today, there are still some that are in despair wanting to return to their loved ones remaining in Iran. However, the country itself has not gotten any better, and if they were to go back to Iran, they would be in extreme danger since the government would see them as an enemy for leaving in the first place and holding opposing views.